Hello everyone, welcome again to Teachers Sanli's Classroom. So today, this morning, we're going to talk about um, on steps on how to create digital cartoon character by yours truly, Teacher Sanli. So last time we discussed on how to create digital cartoon character through a pencil edition, and now we're going to know on how to draw using a computer or by using a digital form. So, are you ready? Well, that's good to hear if you're ready. So, we start with our step one. One is we're going to visualize your cartoon character, sketch it in a bond paper. So, when we say visualize, we need first to think on what is our plan or what are we going to draw. And of course, we need also to prepare our sketchboard, also our bond paper, pencil, and eraser. Those are the materials. So again, for number one, we need to visualize our cartoon character. Kung ano po ang gusto nating i-drawing, kailangan na pagplanuhan na natin para nakita na natin kung ito ba ay isang magiging magandang cartoon character. And we need also to prepare our materials. We have here the sketchboard, bond paper, and the pencil. So I hope that is clear. We proceed to number two. Number two step or step number two is we need to add the details of your cartoon character. So how we can add the details? By simply adding the different parts of the faces of our senses. Like for example, we add the eyes, ears, nose, um, lips. We add that, so that is the different details in our cartoon character. And we can also put some caricature here. We can apply caricature in our cartoon character so that it will bring fun in our cartoon character. And not only as a plain cartoon character or not only as a plain drawing, but because of caricature, yung mga paglalaki ng nose, ears, mouth, we can put also creativity of that. So we call caricature also as part of our creativity. So that is the example of adding the details. We just put more color in the eyes and put more accessories. So that's clear. Number three or step three is we need to scan to digitize your work. Like for example, we draw in a bond paper. So we need to scan it through a scanner. If we don't have a scanner in our computer or in our printer, we can use a cell phone. We can scan through our cell phone by just downloading a scanner in a cell phone so that we can edit our drawings in the computer or in the software that we're going to use. So we're going to use here a scanner, but if we don't have, we can just install in our cell phone a scanner for the mobile cell phones. And for the step 3, for the step 4, we're going to start refining your work in the computer. So when we do refining in our computer in our software that we're going to use, we're going to put more on, like for example, the borders, we're going to refine it. And we're going also to use here the application. For me, I use the application in the software of Paint 3D. So this is it. This is the application that I use to make or to create a digitalized cartoon character. You can use also different application. It is your choice to choose what application or software that you are going to use, as long as that you have sketched it and scanned before doing or refining it in a computer. kailangan po sarili niyong gawa. Again, you need to create your own or draw your own digital cartoon character and do the scanning and edit in the computer. Kailangan gawa niyo po mismo, hindi kinopya sa Google. Again, hindi kinopya. So you need to draw by your own or sketch, then you need to scan and edit in the computer. I hope you understand. In number 5 or the step 5 we have here, we're going to use editing tools like brush and color palette in adding color. So like for example, the software that I use is the Paint. So in the Paint, there is the different editing tools. We have here we have brush, different stroke in the brush, and we also have the color palette. So these are the different colors that are you might be using. And we also have brush. We just don't have it here, but you can see it in the Paint application. There are brushes, erasers, pencils, um, pen, colors, palette of colors, then different tools. Like for example, you can use crop, select, like that. So the different methods. And lastly, we need to use the last step. We need to type the name of your cartoon character, then save your output. To For me to understand or for me to know your cartoon character, you need to put a name on it. Maybe you can put on the side, maybe you can put on the center, on the top, bottom, or on the left. It's your choice, but which side are you going to put the name of the cartoon character that you create. So again, it's your choice where to put the signage or the name of your cartoon character. Like for example, we have here, who's this? It's Tweety Bird. So we call it as Tweety Pie. You can see here on the circle, there is a name. So you can put also here or here. So it's your choice where to put the name. Again, so for a review, for our step 1, we need to sketch or visualize first our artwork that we're going to create. And of course, we need also to prepare the materials that we are going to use. And next to our step 1, we're going to add details on our cartoon character. Like for example, adding color in the eyes, adding brows, adding nose, caricatured nose. So that is the different details that we can add in our cartoon character. And number 3, we can also have um, scan to digitalize your work by using the scanner. If you have a scanner, you can just scan through your printer, and you can, if you don't have, you can use an application for the mobile cell phone. You can just check it in the Play Store. And number 4, you need to refine your work in the computer. So you're going to more make it more visualized in the computer. Like for example, you add in the sketch you use your pencil. So through a software in the computer, you can add more borders or more lines to make it more visible, para much more attractive. So you need to refine your work in the computer. And step 5, we're going to use the different editing tools like brush and color palette, because as what I have said on the first lesson that we had, putting color makes more life in an art. So color itself gives life, and it needs to have a color because color is the dominant element of an art. So if there is no color, it will just look plain. So it will look pale. So do you like that your work will be pale? No, of course. So you need to put more color by using different brushes. Kailangan natin ng mga brushes to apply color in our cartoon character. So we have the different colors. Number six is last but not the least is we're going to type the name of our cartoon character so that the teacher can know who is the cartoon character that you have drawn or you have created. So for an example, I have here an example. One is it is already sketched in a bond paper, and next it added the details. Here is caricatured nose, a lot of caricature so that it will make fun, it will create fun in in our cartoon character. So this one is already sketched in a bond paper, also added a details. You can see here it is already full detailed, and lastly it is already scanned through a scanner, and I use also a mobile phone scanner here. So next is after that, after it is scanned, it is now refined by adding borders or by putting here or aligning here, following the lines that it was created here in sketching. So we just follow the line here by using the software or the program of Paint to make it more refined. And next, we have here. So we by the use of the color black and a brush with a thick stroke of, I think it's 14. So it colors it we shaded the hair so that it will give more color, so that it will be clear that this will be a hair. So as you can see here also, it is like funny funny lips and funny teeth. So it was just an creativity. It was just a part of the art. You can add caricature nose, not so paired ears. So that is part. That is also a creativity. You don't need to be perfect in creating a cartoon character because our most objective here in creating a cartoon character is we need to create fun in a portrait. Like for example, we're going to make a comic strip, so these cartoon characters will be used in a comic strips. So as we see the physical feature pa lang po, as we see the physical feature of this cartoon, we need to visualize what will be the life or what will be the role of this cartoon character in the episode. And lastly, we have here the finished product. So this one, we colored already the shirt in the skirt. Also the nose, the teeth is yellow, and this is the shoes, her shoes. And we name it as Becca. This cartoon character is named as Becca. So I hope that is clear. That is an example. Your 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 activity for today is you're going to sketch a cartoon character through the use of bond paper, pencil, and eraser. Then next, you're going to scan your work through a scanner or a mobile scanner. Then next is you need to refine it, or you need to use different applications or softwares for you to refine. And lastly, you need to add more colors on your cartoon character and label name on the side or any part. So that's your work. You need to create your own digital cartoon character from a pencil edition to transforming it to a digital by using a scanner. I hope it is clear. For questions, clarifications, you just comment down below. Goodbye, everyone.